Welcome to Unhinged Magi!
Now we're back, and this time we're going to be talking about money, but not money.
Kind of not money. Yeah, basically not money. It's
But
called a coin.
It has value,
Yeah, it has.
but it doesn't exist.
Yeah, not completely exists, but it exists digitally.
Yeah, there you go. And there's a number, an associated thing, and it's got a nice little chain on it. Is
Yeah.
it married? It's married coins, because they're all got chains.
Of course, we're talking about cryptocurrency because there's a lot that's actually going on. Now,
Well, a lot that's going down.
a lot that's going down. Everything's going down, actually, right now, these days. So this is a dangerous subject to wallow out on if you say anything negative about it. And I've experienced this firsthand in the past. You say something negative.
You know what? We'll just talk about this in the positive. Everything's going upside down. So it's really good.
Yeah. Simple video. It's down. A great time to buy. We're done. Goodbye, everybody. There's your positive. No, actually, there's things to know about cryptocurrency, and that's really where we want to go.
Yep.
And before any of you just hate us, flame us, just be willing to listen and be willing to do some research to verify these things that we're going to tell you about.
There you go.
And all we're looking to do is educate you, not for a purpose of making you bearish, for the purpose of helping you know what it is you're buying.
Correct. That's what we're going to be doing today. All right. Well, but first, let's tell them what's going on right now.
Okay, so what's happening right now with cryptocurrencies? And we can shift over to this window. So Bitcoin is currently, it's way down, and all the other cryptos are coming down with it. When you start looking on a larger scale, you can see that we had just in the last year to date, it's just been going sideways, but now really falling. If you look an entire year out, you can see it peaked around 68 grand for each Bitcoin, and now we're down 28 grand. I mean, we've fallen an awful lot. It is way down from where it was at the peak. So you could definitely call it a good time to buy. Looking at the grand picture of things, it's so much higher than where it was a while ago, and that's the kind of thing that everybody always mentions about it, is where it's been in the past compared to now. And with that kind of perspective, depending on where you start your analysis, it either looks like it's amazing or it looks terrible.
Yep.
But that's actually not really what I want to focus on today.
Right.
So it's currently down quite a bit. If Bitcoin is going to recover, it's a fantastic place to put your money if it's going to recover. But whether or not it's going to recover depends on the reality of the market. It depends on people's sentiment, and it depends on where it's going in the future. There's things to know about it.
Correct. All right. So currently, has anything failed currency currently in crypto?
There was. In fact, there was. There was things called stablecoins that are effectively a cryptocurrency. But everybody complains about cryptocurrency being backed by nothing. So there was cryptocurrencies that are actually backed by dollars and other cryptocurrencies. And meaning that you can exchange those for those other assets. They have something that is really, they're based on. And so Tether is one, and Terra USD is another one. There's various forms of it. But anytime someone has a crypto that's linked to something tangible, somebody somewhere, or maybe many people in many places, they have to be willing to honor that exchange. So if someone comes in and says, here's my crypto, and then they say, here's your backing asset. And if ever the backing of that asset goes away, say they have all this crypto and there was a bank that had all the backing, and someone takes all the money out of the bank, well, now you got no more backing.
Right.
So the amount of the ratio between how backed it is and how much crypto is there, that ratio matters quite a bit. That is its stability. That's what you're basing it on, right? And when you go to a backed crypto, you're now basically no longer trying to be in something that can go up in a speculative frenzy. Right. It's going to be backed. It's going to be stable with that thing they're backed by.
It is. Yeah.
Yep. So if you base it on something like USD, well, USD doesn't rally like crazy and fall off a cliff. It has a slow move in inflation or deflation, usually inflation. The point is it's fairly slow move. So you're pretty stable if you back up your crypto off of USD, something
it's
like
called
that.
Stablecoin.
Yep, exactly. Now recently, Terra USD just collapsed. And I don't know the full story behind it, but it is a stablecoin and it collapsed. And that was a major shot across the bow of the crypto industry. And so that's caused an awful lot of negativity.
Panic.
Yeah.
It's caused panic sales.
Yeah, an awful lot of panic. So there's other reasons also.
All right. So due to the fact that the stablecoins fell, and due to the fact that people have lost their money, and the government tries to protect people and their assets. Like if you talk about the stock market and the exchange, the SEC really tries to create regulations to control people the way they use their money. And this is so that people don't do something dumb and put all their people into bankruptcy so they, don't have any money. So the government is looking to step in to crypto to make regulations so this kind of thing doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Like everybody loses their money. Everyone starts firing off sales. They want to be able to stop the market, right? To stop it from sales for transactions. That way you can't lose money. Mm-hmm. These kind of regulations. Now, what is the one thing that people talk about crypto?
It's decentralized.
Right. It's not controlled by the government.
Yep.
It's a completely open market. What happens when the government goes in and starts touching it? At least
that's what they say.
Right. But what happens when the government does go in and start doing stuff?
Yeah. It's suddenly no longer decentralized.
Exactly.
If they have the ability to do that. And no matter what anyone tells you, there are some ways. There are some ways. Like, and if you doubt that, here's a couple of them just to get your head centered on straight. They all call it decentralized, right? Well, what's the main exchange out there? There's one primary exchange that everybody talks about with Bitcoin and Litecoin, Ethereum. What is it?
Coinbase?
Coinbase. There you go.
The one with actually on the stock exchange right now?
Yeah, almost everything that crypto-wise is like the major coins, Coinbase is a major player in it. Well, if everyone's got their crypto in Coinbase, that's basically centralizing, you guys. That's basically all the currencies centralizing in one exchange, right? Yep. So you going from decentralized, which means everyone has a little bit, to all of a sudden it goes there. And by the way, the reason why everybody starts centralizing in Coinbase is basically, there's a lot of topics I want to talk about on this. I'm just going to mention this now, and we'll have a deeper video on it later. The cryptos today are not as easy to use as currency as everyone's been told. Because they're not as easy to use as currency, it's a lot easier just to make an account at Coinbase, give them your US dollars, and have them buy crypto for you, than it is to go out into the market and buy the crypto. Because everyone calls it money. Everyone says it's so easy, right? It's such an easy currency. You just go give someone your money and you get crypto. And then they find out it's not. So then they go set up a Coinbase account. Then they give Coinbase their money. Coinbase sends them back logins and such, but they never even actually get their crypto. It stays in Coinbase most of the time. People don't have it delivered to a local wallet where they're actually storing it.
People don't realize that they don't really have it, the money. Yep. They think they do because it's kind of like a bank account to them. Yeah. It's not really, it's out there and they think it's theirs, but really it's not. It's not like you have a hard wallet and you put it in a nice little piece of paper on your desk.
But that's not what crypto was ever about. Crypto was always about decentralized. It's about you don't need anyone. You can hold the coin yourself and you can have your cold storage, and you don't rely on any other person, no third party, no country, nothing. You're independent and you've got the security of Bitcoin. Well, all of that ends as soon as you set up an account exchange, on an exchange, and you buy crypto through them. All of that now comes right back in. Suddenly you are depending on a third party. Yep. You're not holding it yourself. You don't have the security of Bitcoin because someone else has your Bitcoin. Correct. All these things are not there anymore. And so I don't want to go too deep on it on this one video. I just want to scratch the surface. But what I want to let you guys know is many of you have been told many things about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, things like that. And for most of you, it's actually not true. Not that the things inherently are lies. It's that they never told you that unless you use crypto in this one certain way, all these things you were promised are not actually there.
Correct. So now let's talk about the value and how Bitcoin can go back up. Well, the problem is if the government starts laying down foundations and rules for all this nonsense, then it's going to be hard to get people who want ungoverned money to put their money back in there. So it's going to be harder to get people to buy back in. Seeing other things fail is going to be another stranglehold to making people to come buy back in.
Yep.
You might be thinking about this and saying, you know what? It's so low. I should go buy. But then the people who are panicking before you saying, dang it, I've lost so much money, they see it rise and then they sell more.
Yeah, there could be a lot of desire to sell. A lot of people lost an awful lot of money when Bitcoin went from 68 grand down to its current 28, right?
Right, 28 today.
Yeah, that's a huge loss. You could have a lot of people looking to exit that industry.
That's gone down to, I think that was 1,900 or something like that today.
Yep.
So all of them are crashing. And people are coming in to buy the cheaper product, but then it goes down more.
And I told people on my old channel, Edwin the Magic Engineer, that you are not separate from taxes when you get into crypto.
Correct.
If you are a U.S. citizen, you owe taxes on the profits of your cryptocurrency. And the IRS darn well expects you to actually pay it. And now, as you see, as time has gone on, they're starting to increase that pressure, saying that you owe it. And some people, they denied it and they argued with me and they said that, they'll never make you do it. Well, you know what happened? Many of those people went out and got a Coinbase account. They bought a bunch of cryptocurrency. And then what happened was, since all that crypto was centralized now in Coinbase, the IRS came to Coinbase, knocked on their door and said, tell you guys what, we are going to make your lives a living hell unless you turn over all this information from all these accounts with people who actually have cryptocurrency in your exchange here. And Coinbase said, God, I don't want to screw with the IRS. Here you go. And they gave away your information.
Yep.
The very thing that you thought you were going to have secure because you got into a cryptocurrency, but you didn't buy a crypto. You actually went and set up an account. And then the IRS twisted their arm and made them give up that information. And that's exactly what we're talking about. That is one way the government becomes involved in the cryptocurrency.
So congratulations, you've earned taxes.
And so I'm not going to go too much into it. I want to give you guys a really high level view. What I want to make clear to everybody out there is that cryptocurrencies are not a terrible thing.
No.
The world could go to cryptocurrencies as money. That's possible. Even Bitcoin right now at 28 grand, it could suddenly go back up and you could make a ton of money. That absolutely can happen. Absolutely.
100%.
It can. The thing that you need to know is what it is you're buying. Just like if you go to a car lot and there's a car on the lot and it looks really good, but it's actually a lemon, say the whole undercarriage is rusted out, right?
Right.
Maybe you could buy that car for $5,000 on the lot and you could sell the car to someone else for $10,000 on the lot. Maybe you can. But if I ask you, is it important to you to know that the entire undercarriage is completely rusted and a piece of crap when you bought the car?
Yeah, that'll probably be important.
I'm sure you'd say yes. You want to understand what it is you're buying. And we're going to be making some cryptocurrency videos, and they're going to be with that perception, trying to help you understand what it is you're actually buying, what it is, and what it's not.
Now, so it ties back into cards. I figure since they have cold foils inside Flesh and Blood, what they should do is create a wallet on cold foils.
A cold foils wallet? Like an NFT kind of wallet?
No. One that just, it's a wallet. A cold foil wallet. Get it?
No.
So you have how you have a piece of paper in your desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can create a cold foil wallet like that. Private key and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. I still don't know what this means.
I'm just screwing it.
Anyways, so that's the quick word on crypto. It is a good purchase right now, but it is a speculative asset. And whether or not it's ever going to be currency long-term, like actual world currency, my answer to you guys is the current ones like the Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. My answer is no. I don't think it will ever be straight up currency. I'll explain that in future videos, but that doesn't mean you're not going to make money if you buy it right now.
That's true. And it doesn't mean you won't make money. It means you could lose, you could win.
Yeah, it could go either direction.
Exactly. In fact, it can go all to zero. It's all going to zero.
Who knows? So we will be making some crypto videos. We will be educating you guys on what it is and what it's not. So when you enter these conversations, you might decide to stick with it. You might decide to buy more. You might decide to buy less, but you're going to do it with knowledge on what it actually is.
Or
that's the goal.
You'll just skip this video and go watch your next one.
Yep, which is also fine. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.